write this song. Ndane kumakabo. Ndi Biafra. Umu check up. Israel and Africa. Na the Gulf of Guinea. Hey! Biafra is sure. His Excellency Mazi Simon.
It's like an Akachazania. Hello? Hello? It's like an ono pachanya modio muma.
Joko. The Prime Minister of Biafra Republic. Omogin anabata in Europe. I ain't asking no. Oh, but you're being a Biafra. Onye Kongo. Akwa Biafra. Or try to reach Biafra. Anum Kantanki. Mention Bago. Onira sin or the Ronco. Ojena more. Or Dika Kamire. Umene Fulani. The end of Nigeria. You are the Joshua of Biafra. You are leading us to the promised land. Biafra government in exile.
By then, not now.
The cabinet members of the government in exile. The de facto government in the homeland. And you should do the city. Oda Barunu. Obuna go no isi na fuso. Na funko ono na ba. Isi kenoro. Our supreme leader, Mazi Nnamdi Okukalo, Ohamadike one of Biafra, Dike Anakogunanya, the Black Messiah. Okukubala Nigeria n'olu, Kelo Abusobu, Kabupo. The symbol of African freedom. The once living apostle of truth. Nigerian prison cannot break your spirit. You are the Moses. You remember our eternal leader? Chukwu. He came by name. Yes, he was good. You die, but your spirit is fighting for your children. our godfather, the Abraham of Biafra. We cannot forget you, our own. Philip Efiong, Onubara Anyama, the one that gave us our name. You are dead, but your spirits are alive. I got big one land Biafra, the promised land. I got into wake up Biafra. I can Akachukwu Obasi nke igwe onye etu anya ala na ala ekwere anyị na nkwa. Anyị ga-agba egwu ọhụụ wee na nwayọ nwayọ were nwayọ gbara m egwu a. Aha aha ọbịa egwu abịa ya 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 egwu onye agbalịrị ọka ya ekwe n'isi egwu anyị ji ana aha aha weli ya na-aga ogbobi ana m anụ ya ụmụ Biafra na-enwe ọṅụ, ụmụ Israel na-enwe ọṅụ. Ọṅụ ka anyị ji ana, ọṅụ ka anyị ji ana. That's so. Anyị ala ụmụ Biafra n'ala, anyị ala n'ala nsọ. Mmadụ ka anyị lawa. Aka ekpuchi ọnwa. Aka ekpuchi ọnwa. We are unstoppable. We are indefatigable. Ebe anyị nọ bụ obodo ọma. The 14 states of Biafra. Ngwanu. Anyị ana. Ihe Chidere odego ya. Chidere anyị Biafra. Anyị alawala. Ma ndị nọ n'obodo oyibo, ma ndị nọ na Naịjirịa, ma ndị nọ na mba ụwa ọzọ dị iche iche. Obi kadawala ọ nọkwa anyị n'ugwu na ndịda. Oge mụ na anyị erugo. Webe ọṅụ, webe ọṅụ, webe ọṅụ. Eluigwe na-enwe ọṅụ. Aha anyị pụọ, anyị pụọ. Ana m anụ ya. Na so gbaya agba gbaya agba gbaya agba gbaya agba. Shuka. That's so we do it. Ekene otito dị n'ọbasi nke igwe. na-adị anụ ụra. Onye na-etinye ụzọ ebe ụzọ na-adịghị. Odumeala. Biafra gọọmenti ụna.
Anabata na na-echa ụmụnne m. Ka anyị gụọla onwe anyị egwu ọdịnala.
Go or never go forward. Alusi go or never go. Ezimoyo
Okay. Why? I get encouragement from our leader.
No human being can stop it. We have enemies, and we need to be very, very careful, both within and without. Very, very careful. The next 2 weeks will be very pivotal. Next 2 weeks will be very, very important in the life, or should I say, in this very mission that we have embarked upon. The devil will do everything. And you are going to watch spectacularly how we are going to destroy and shame the enemy. That at the end, every glory and adoration will belong to God and not to man.
Yes.
Now let us go and tell you what is happening that some of you do not understand. I want those of you who are hardcore, those who we are chosen before you were born.
Yes.
There were some people who were chosen before you were born to agitate for Biafran restoration. This is a message for you. Those who, from their mother's womb, they were born to do this very work. You must be very, very strong. Because Biafra will open the eyes of black people all over the world. Because Biafra will mean that blacks from America, blacks from the Caribbean, from Southern America, will not flood into Africa. It will be like the time that Yeshua was born. Biafra is like a light, a beacon. They will follow it. They will say, let us go and see what is happening there. That is what these neo-colonialists do not want. They don't want Biafra to come. I am telling our people so they understand. The mountains, I didn't say one mountain, the mountains in front of us that we need to overcome. And for us to overcome it, we need to be very strong mentally, mental strength. Just like when you're doing anything in life, and it appears as if you are being buffeted from everywhere. That is the time that you no longer rely on willpower or your muscles. You go to your brain to endure and to persevere and to keep going until you overcome. That is the stage we are in right now. To make sure that our brain is in gear to confront everything the Janjaweed has to throw at us. We don't have money. Their budget is over $20 billion to fight us. They can bribe Facebook, they can buy them off. They can do anything they like. They can come to some of you and bribe you off. They can promise you what you've never had before. They can give you maybe a house in Dubai. They can promise you a vehicle. They can tell you, oh, we'll make you vice president. They can promise you everything to make sure that you're like them. But this very IPOB, this very hardcore is not going to move. And I will tell you why we can't move. So in the process that we are embarking upon, if we are not praying for war, but we are it to come to war, we have to fight. Yes. The only thing we are saying is that this time around, we will be more prepared than we were before. That's all we are saying. Nobody's asking for war. To tell me that you're prepared to be a slave in the Philippines, in another person's country, enjoying, let them go and ask the Filipinos what they went through to drive away Imelda Marcos and the husband. Our people need sometimes somebody suggested before that in the new Biafra we will turn every textbook into a local language. If you're in Ibibio, physics will be in Ibibio language, geography in Ibibio language, everything is in Ibibio language. If you're from Igbo land, everything will be in Igbo language. Everything. So that our people can reason in their own language. The purpose is why I hated colonialism. If you think in a foreign language, you will not understand the meaning of what you're talking about. That is why at Radio Biafra, we don't present radio and journalism the way it is done everywhere else. Because our people, it will not have the desired impact. Here we give you the news and tell you the meaning and implications of the news you are presenting. How can somebody who claims he or she is educated can go to and say, oh, don't join, you are not born during the war. What if you see what we suffered? Do you know what Churchill went through, what the British people went through under Hitler? Had Hitler launched his infantry into this country, has he commenced the ground assault in Britain, he would have taken over the country. That's what the people here. They don't understand history because they are not educated. They were educated in Nigeria, where you go to school for 2 weeks and you're on strike for 8 years. I don't blame them at all. That was why some of us left that zoo to come outside to come and study, so we can understand what studying is all about. So that when we stand up and speak and talk about intelligent people, we know what we are talking about. Anybody who is educated in Nigeria, I'm afraid to say, you are nobody because your brain is not complete. You are not intelligent enough to discuss or to understand what you're talking about. If you have to go to war, you go to war. Sometimes you fight a war not to defend lives and property, but to defend something that money cannot buy. Exactly. That thing is called honor. It is called honor.
Our leader, Mazinande Kano Hamadike. 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 Amadike. Yes. Yes. Ụmụnne m ekene m na ekene nwoke kene nwaanyị kene ikwu kene ibe kene nze na ọzọ kene ụmụ okolo Igbo ji debụ ụmụada na ụmụ ọba ana m ekene kene ahịa naanị Igbo ji debube kene mmụọ nwe ya ahịa mmụọ nkwụ ada na-ekene mmụọ oyi ada na-ekene mmụọ afọ ada ekene mmụọ eke ada ekene wee kene mmiri Igbo ji wee debube wee kene mmụọ nwe ya mmiri mmụọ nkwụ ada ndị mbụ na ndị ekene na-ekene ogini mmụọ nwe mmiri niile nọ n'ala Igbo ada ndị mbụ ekene wee kene aja n'Igbo nna wee kene mmụọ niile Igbo ji debube wee kene Igbo nna m ada gị ekene wee kene mmụọ eji wee rie ha n'Igbo ada ndị Igbo ekene wee kene Chukwu okike abịa ma ezi chi m ekene dịrị gị ana m ekene gị ụtụtụ na ehihie n'abalị aka na edele m nwa wow ụmụ ndị gboo ka unu mere nọn nana ụmụndị gboo unu echi ha na nana ka anyị bido ebe anyị kwesịrị ịma everyday news and everyday warning. Everyday news and everyday warning. Ada ndị mbụ na ndị egedewe ọtada ha ntadogu mma hapụ gị ọntelili imele m ibe mme ibe nji wee tado gị o setigo onye agba n'ọsọ n'olu n'omume onye agba n'ọsọ onye agba n'ọsọ n'olu n'omume onye agba n'ọsọ onye agbakwa n'ọsọ n'olu n'omume onye agbakwa n'ọsọ. Unu mana the highest people asị na-agwọta ọgwụ gwuo ya sie ya esu duo ya eduo ndị Fulani. Ana m agwọ ncha ọgwụ ndị Fulani eyi mana ihe m nwa ada ndị mbụ na ndị egede nwa aja n'Igbo ada mmụọ ada ndị gboo ada ajana ada ndị mbụ na ndị egede mmụọ anwa n'Igbo kara aka ọsọkwasị gwụọ ite galafu oya ahụ wọk ụwa aka gị ọtọ n'ihe ọnwụ na na-eme. No, you see, eze amụrụ n'obi eze amụrụ n'obi is now terrorist. I gotta terrorize you all the time and I gotta follow you ebe ahụ n'iti n'isi with onye komite ada na-enyo ụnọ. Agwara m ụnụ sị na otu a si nọrọ n'ọdụ m mma na-arụ because no more suspension. Nobody will suspend me again and nobody ya jinja ya si ya na amaja with suspension. It's over. Now we are in the struggle, serious one and the heavy one. Ezamuru no be anfa with your meeting you did unu mere today. How far? Odugu supplies. Oge munu vananya. Oge munu vananya. Mbadam dimbu nande gede gabia. Oge munu vananya. Amosu. Mmana atuhari unu. Utakuru yesina atuhari kokoso. The defense minister, how far with him meeting umu denonu today? How far with him meeting umu dene? Unu chari meza munu nobi general. Now the whole 40 state of Biafra. Eza munu nobi kunu chari me general. Onya kunu jiwe choi divide. Biafran liberation, our angels. The only angels see Biafra in the way. The only angel made Biafra, we hope. Oya kunu jiwe chi park on one side. Where go exam no be kokwaria Biafra, you mean kokwaria uniform. Kunu destroy everything. Obato biedoele. It can never work. How about ande benande gedeno? Exam no be. Owuna kiji we tinye mbunye menu. Ichiri ma ozo and the other ichiri mu or for you. How far your stupid meeting this evening or this afternoon? Unenwe hiki kupu mebe no until you me fast me. Defense minister ebe ka caterpillar no with over 50 million in your defense minister ebe ka caterpillar no with over 50 million in your year. And I'm not 25. I'm not 50. How about Kocha even in us at Jagote? Oh, when I over for 50 million. Ebe I today. Kerabo go tell you. Ebe I call General. Ebe I call deliver. Defense minister. Adande Benandega na Jugu. In a member take. Onyu cho. That's how we Biafra. defense minister ebe ka caterpillar no ihe abiagwa Biafran say ebe caterpillar no with ego ibunyerie over 50 million. While in a Biafran angels need the ego, he never just 8 million. 8 for the whole 40 state of Biafra. Man, he one person, a criminal, killed over 50 million. Biafra Biafrans. Kedebe gahando, ebe ka caterpillar no. Why are you maybe a bit in yo? Unu mere na de tata. Call this evening. I don't get supplies. Mouse moon now wa. Anya dro moon. Kwe mo even you will even divine a bomb. The abam aven. Ilem bada. Even Willem bada. You see, no one cabinet in the name honored. You see, our cabinet in the secret. You see, our cabinet, I know nothing there. On come outside. Come on now, was nubu. I will never be alive when they destroy our chief of staff. Because she's not in this meeting today. I'm not know whether I dare no will meeting do then. Everything on the moon and me and Azia. When I ask free or not, it can never work. It can never work. You see, are you surprised? Are you surprised? Where defense minister meeting in do Imeretata, quiet defense. How many old defense is there? Ebeka our gallant men no. Ebeka our angels no. Other supplies. Let me tell you something. As I will be the poem. Onyama buragu ije bukwakwaza. Onyama buragu. Eza mulu dobio. Onyama buragu ije bukwakwaza. Onyama buragu. Eza mulu dobio asungu je chalo. Ego ne ke buligi. Ego ne ka defense minister buligi eza mulu nobi. Eza mulu nobi. Ego ne ka defense minister mnyelegi. I will never be alive. Who they destroy here, everything about to be put down. Or would that not about to be because I don't understand. Or would know what even about to be so make Biafran Simala is our leader. Because how they see things they happen, it's like there is something wrong somewhere. There is something that we don't know. And which Biafra is supposed to know. Because will join us one day. Will join tomorrow. It's like he can never join again. It's like that everything of Basalo Batobia is gone and gone forever. It's like you see. Isn't that no cabinet in the oxygen? Una forgot that no cabinet in the oxygen. Una say no put now to a cabinet and then topic. No turn no chupro na cabinet that I will never get any oxygen again. I done them banandeg is jumping with oxygen. And they wire with oxygen. You see, that cabinet, nothing is inside that place. I have my own. God is great. I am one than the more. You see, unisive. I don't even know that get on Hana. Sometimes even my got the bone. Defense minister, Okolesa. Meeting email today. Casey Kanyaya. Casey Nanyaya. Madone. Ebeka wa great gallant men no gas. Ebeka fano. This is katakatono na chi pass na Biafra land. This is kotokisi na chi kotoko mundi buo. This atrocity na chi bekos na Biafra land. This is mbucha se choroko umunde na umunde. Bido bucha siwa onwefa. It can never work for you. Defense minister, Biafran nwere ụmụ nwoke. And I will all the gallant men do ready to do something. You people refuse to work with them. You people will just push them away. Push them away. When I got to watch and when anything mama. Wake boys up nobi. Kunu me general. Koko even general. Nke igwe no under ezamuru nobi. Ezamuru nobi na pale dizi onwe. Asuka mi benyele impetus. Asuka mi boja boast. I will never be alive. Never. And don't want to fight here. Oh, no, they pay gemonte. If you are yam cake, ozibo. If you are yam cake, ozibo. Because I can never be here. Atrocities are not happen. Abamonkete. Onya kunu jiwe chinya chimono. Can make chiono. Can never happen. Oh, no, but Toby Janatas Nameta Yabja, we will beg him apology. How much sorry. Over 50 million. Over 50 million. Kenya le caterpillar. Nowhere to find the caterpillar. And I cried out. And I shout. And I scream. No, you bo. Nobody listening to me. At an age of a meeting. I don't see him. You see, supplies. You people can never shut me. Never in this world. Never. I just never see with my secret. If I name no be more, onya na chola jabuke more. But Deputy Minister, I don't supplies. Enough for this kind of thing. I don't supplies. Enough for in this condition. Deputy Minister Onyami, Ikaligo, this man, in destroy your name in Sohalia under deputy. In Sohalia, somebody will anything normal. Somebody judge him and not be for destroy. Somebody that not be here to save. This man have to destroy your battle, which in a good not go on well idea or secret. I go neck at this man a lot bishi. A baba told no. Onyami well idea all these things. How much? How many millions? This man, I want to know why you call a Jayegu. Ochi when we got all the people about to be HOCC. Mele spell. Can this man just go? That is why when if in our land. Kedale go jawala. Okay, country Nigeria. Oh, well, a business gonna on him about take. Can you do na? Uno ne mabateke. Ezamuru nobi. Egoni nevurigi. Kezi be patalongo baby de anamblebina. Ogwagena caterpillar na anambla caterpillar over imapia 50 million. Over 50 million. Over 50 million. Man, our gallant men, umazi mele experience, umazi melende musaba kwa, umazi mele busa potane be, na atafufu, ne protect our land. Uni never go problem. Onyami wele go neke ndo tuye ya na yaba na agbe abateke. Ipokwa muti numu dere today. Onendo kono na hori. For how long go you take? Is my question. For how long? Ole baba our adande vanandegedeno. You people should do the needful. Biafran will men. Ndi ready. Now your biko. Limen, we are here. Trust us. Come to us. Let us do it. On park hanchad in one side. Neje le crew to muchingom. Ndi DOS. Konye na akpa mi ha. Hello? Hello? I have called DPM. Your name Kandana Chite Ule. Your name Kandana Cho Imebisi. Cho this man, Onya Wonyoshi. Ijulajo, Niyatria, upon on our complaint. There is the men, the capable, our gallant men, they are all here. What is the meaning of 8 million? Gini ke GM. Ebe nyere caterpillar 50 million. Over 50 million. No way to find the caterpillar. Eche na oje labe meeting today. Ebe kona. It's an edgy na alo somewhere. Somewhere na ebe. Somewhere na ebe. Somewhere well on them. Mr. No name. Ebe caterpillar no laji alo. Nobody knows the name of that place. And nobody knows where is that place. Nanka kunu yeje chichiche eje ohunu na. Nanka kunu yeje chichiche eje ofunu na. Okwada this one. Eba kunu ya fu nke toro biati. Makana mmene fọdụ unu bumper to bumper. Una ile mgbada bam onyado ina ado ya onyakolo nwo ibe nwe ebe unu no. Anyado na unu pam ile mgbada. Unu na adom ana na anya pala. Unu na adom ana ma anya pala. Nwanne nwoke. Nwanna. Ugo 247 and Naba, you see. He said that I don't think that knows nothing. My brother, I know too much. I go only anything. In my key jan and even in a sink inside the water. I don't think that Jim up and a jijin. To be a mother of Biafra is not easy. Onne kanwo. Ala na-azụ nwa. Ụmụ ndị gboo. Ọ ife adawo. Even after we the whole Biafran unfollowed you, Adandibu. The whole Biafran followed me. When you see Charlie, where Jesus Ada. Proud. I don't say that it Adanir, Adanas, Adenin, Adanan, Adanka. I just an humble lion. Group of food dene, Abaconota, Adanen, Adanana, Ada. Unu ya the tired. Eti na group of terrorists. Puai. Ebe no kunu yeje chichiche ofunu nu ina una. Ebe adano ko unu munwa. Ko ibulu munwa wa adandi buo. Ebe no. Hey. Agwara m unu chikotono, unu chikonota, ebe ka agi no. Agi. Agi, information minister without a platform. International minister without a platform. Answering you don't know you. Or your problem. You never see anything. I don't even understand it is coming. Because he declare go wegi. Because all you were good information minister. In where he keep put a wele na kwasri na social media. The minister you make peace. Our DPM ya agba alwonke bia alwonke gi. Aya na eche ka our DPM putasin da ndị ụmụ tangboji se chikonatara. Ya hapụsị ị na-agba ka anyị kwụsị ị na-agba onwe anyị wụọ. O wele wulugo nwa we minister of rubbish, minister of nonsense, minister ndị ụchọ. Ya bịa tinye goal na-agbanye egbe enu ka na fight ada ndị Igbo because of n'eziokwu na-ekwu. Ifra na ife lulu wofuli. That anyụfụ a ihe enwegide gbali na agi. You see, nobody can stop me. Imo Chineke wonye dwele n'ocha no. Iwulo ocha. Ana ma agbatere ya aka o. Everything, technology is everywhere. Technology is everywhere. I'm an also balloon upper. Also balance information final Minister of Defense on upper and a deputy emergency meeting. When they can after Kagini, everything they are my table. And you talk also going to many man. So no any way. So we both so on banye. I will be there. Here Adam more. I'm a no man understand. Jake Bokuna our gallant man. Umuazi tala afufu. Umuazi nomba akpolofa. Umuazi sacrifice everything. Go and call these people. And they hang with branches everywhere, which you know. But you refused. You packed these boys. You back them. Biafran snake will if you way. Why would you hear anything? Why would you? Mono on the pack. Mono do one that you walk with them. Unu jede kokotum has in the DOS. I wear anything. This is struggle. I'm over here. Let's say umazin on a back here. Actually, no maza about one. Actually, no maza fight one. I have to say, die not to why. Why you need to do good na divide and rules? Why you need to judge me something or talk with me something? Why you need to choke the rubbish be me? Divide here, divide there, everywhere. Una they divide do one. What is scissors? What is scissors? Macaroni. They bury so one the pieces. They lo na conquer, na conquer. What is your mission? Is what my question. You divide in cabinet. You divide in social media. You divide the men on ground also. What is your people mission? Divide and lose. Uno chede ngwele peji eje. Uno chede ji win something. Why eji unu ji azafa akporo unu? Onwere odafe ya wa bagi lijeti that name. Sana ma ya azakwa afa atfia. Why eji awafa una azakpa unu una aza? Aso no wundo hi una si eso. Aso no wundo corruption una si eso. Aso no wundo ucho una si eso. Ata isa pakwada una si no. Not me. No. United is very, very important. Onye bebo jecho instead here me the right thing. Ina chondu ye na cover mpona. Do you think that those guys will keep quiet without talking? Ema asina ba na halo, na be kwa halo. Kedisi be mere ni bazo. What happened? What happened is my question. And I need that answer. Is my question. And I need answer. I don't even get on one. Oko wanye na agba agada anyo ma America hu. Ibilia chiche. I will never be alive. Okay, money ebu. Our defense is very, very important. But to joke with our defense. Our defense na yozi ayo. A pack say on one side. Ejechekoto rubbish. Enwere anything vama. Nonsense people. Kwale nando tala for sinsi. Holombo sinsi. Maya. Oya keza muru de obiche na oti ha na otage an terrorist. Adan di bua maliko si ebis me hana and cash you can never come out again. Okwe from ka mba pia na social media. Unu ya fuko yesi shut up. Unu ya fuko yesi bakwa. Our leader Mazi Nandekane, his name is an terrorist group. Just na zoo. Over to be abanya niya. And the man like it that place can you upgrade. I want on social media. Kauru number 1 or number 2 or number 3 is a very big honor for me. Nothing. All this rubbish can never stop me. I go school. I go school. of Biafra. And that the man born na Biafra. I dey come another step may take now. If la than the wo, hey God. Unu mwala nwanyia. Unu mwala nwanyia no here. Unu ni na pipe or low. I never stand up. Adandibu ebini bem cannot really. Mbosi mmeti enyi mba enyi nzobu enyi mba nzobu nwoke enyi mba nzobu nwanyị enyi mba. Mgbe ahụ ka unu ya ekwe na ọ na-eme unu ya asị ọkọ nwaanyị ama asụ oyibo oyibo unu ya eme mbọsị ahụ hey abịa sọ na asụ oyibo abịa sọ nwee nke ọma eme ana m enye unu benefit of doubt ọkwa oyibo and ibe ka ji aka m onwe m down because of my DPM. Aka nka ji aka m onwe m nka ji cool down. Onwe mgbe o ya woro asị m no. I can never be nọrọ na mmiri ncha aba m anya. Ọ dịghị possible. Mmiri anyị eze echi ozo tata. Sọnsọ ofu okwu ka anyị agwa ụmụ ndị gboo. I don't know believe them. And I believe. That's all. How come? Nobody can hold us hostage. Nobody. Nobody. Our land is under siege. Now, enyechago my warning. Asan kan wokwafa. Na meet new dene. I made it this night. Na anokwamia. Ka havu no cabinet. Aka na ano that na cabinet na enye m energy. Oya ibe achele. Ngono oba ha we need him that place. Let my DPM do the needful. Ekwene ki ihe mebie before imegharị ahụ. Things na-emebi. Ihe na-emebi. Nnukwute ihe na-achọ imebi. Na-ajọ ife na-achọ ime na be anyị. No all that na continue with this aka this man ji eje. Alụ ya emekwa. That alụ anka nchọ ka stop in time. Let you people group our men. I want men. They are here. All of them, they are angry. Obia de amma. Una committing something. Adromana Biafra land. Ayataga for enough. Ebu na ye enough. Oya had them makai ton kwa against onwai buchasawakwa. Enwere Igbo Fulanis. Eye nyocha pịa aka before amara onye onye. Eji Chineke nọ n'eluigwe na na-aza na-ayọ bika. O nwere mgbe mma ayọluo bika. Mma ayọzi ya again. O nwere mgbe mma ayọluo bika. Mma ayọli ya again. Mana defense minister ịmala ego nyele caterpillar ye natakwa ya that money. Imalegi nyele caterpillar. Jena takwa that money. Caterpillar basara caterpillar emengo nazo. O meleguniru. You know about caterpillar. You my caterpillar the capable. We put this kind of money. Caterpillar jawalo. No way to find the caterpillar. If was equals a yarn or somewhere. A being a cover and pon halolana. Somewhere we're busy. Somewhere one on them. Kede ball. Kevon a made that place. With you who? With you who? Nkwocha with you who? Why did you like this? Why did she destroy Umibo? Why did you destroy her for Battle Bietra for many years? Why? Why did you wait on it on Umune against themselves? Because no one offended by Amaro. Some people, some and they take his kindness on certain things. Oh, everything he will decide anyhow. Before they decide anything, we check the impact. Very important. Check the impact. If him will begin my name or bimu. If him will wake my name or wim, a man of a man of what I can take. A man if I may would if my way. A man if my way. A man if I may when if my way. And the own a mad name, you own a mad name and one. Ya make way as all come. Okay. Achọkwa m ịkpọ gị iyi. Anọkwala m onwe m o. Mgbe na-agwakwa kedụkwa onye nwekwa nke a. Chukwu Emeka. Unu na-abụ ya apụghị. Enwela m time. So, bye bye. Achọrọ m ndo all this DOS group of company here. Unless na onye m afụrụ inye ohere. Onwere mgbe m ji yogo. So, yes, if you could wear Zoku, but I know more than you. I will never be alive. Never. Anybody na support alụ bịakwa n'ezinụlọ onye ahụ. Anybody na support mpụ bịakwa n'ezinụlọ onye ahụ. Anybody na support ya wụ ihe ọjọọ alụ abomination ya bịakwa n'ezinụlọ onye ahụ. Sọsọ ya ka na-ekwu. Ndị ọha fọrọ ala na-amị akpụ ube. I'm very sorry for you people. It's not fair. And I support alụ. Amad me if you may understand. Before I'm on exile. Anakita. I'm on a government. I'm a journalist. If I want my maybe if I follow, I will shout out. This is me. I am the most important thing I will in this world with defense. And they had the great before. And they had the great. And I pack them. Push them. Jenna chosen the na-enye ego enwe ibe gbasara na the struggle anọvụ na struggle adị interested about the struggle ndị DOS achụrụ achụ ọbata obi emele expel ka this defense minister jeje kpọkpọta ncha were ego na-enyefa mana our men n'ebe from the beginning abaka ha ncha ọ jọgburu onwe ya Biafrans a na-ebe ọbịanwụ na ụmụazị adị ready ha dị ready over ready a na-eme ha tọntọn defense minister na-eme ha tọntọn na-eme ha tọntọn our land a na-egbuchasị ụmụazị be anyị mpụ na-eme na anaba anyị alụ na-eme na anaba anyị ụmụazị be anyị a na-ekidnap every day kwari na enwere Fulani na-etake over many everywhere mgbọsi o mezele asị gị even ibe a gwara gị that na ebube agụ ndị asari dokuba ndị mana asari dokuba this asari dokuba one the first time on a group asari dokuba enweta fone ndị asawa na okpojere na-egbu gburu ndị be anyị ọkwa this men abakri today wundu finish ụmụ asawa na Igbo ha mere ya mbụ and ha ya emekwa ya ọzọ ụmụazị ụnụ fụrụ kịta wundu bụsịrị asawa na asari dakwụbọbọ ọsọ and enwekwara ebube agụ by then nwekwụkwọ this nonsense group everywhere mgbe ụmụazị ya nọ a na-take good care of them a na-enyefe ifefe chọrọ so anybody adụ awụ m nnukwute ifere na nnukwute igba anya mmiri ịgwa ịnụ na ha they have take over our land kaipon and save all my energy for another thing.
He made no attempt to come back to
This is a meme can. Umunem nenu meme can. Meme can onye ahụ unu fụrụ ya na court mbọsị nwanne ya nwoke jele court ka mkpọ ya nwanne ya nwoke listen meji wee kpọ ya nwanne ya nwoke ka ọ mala the love because ọ na mkpọ anya our leader Maazị Nnamdi Kanu o nwere ike wee nọ ha na outsider ka na-ekwu maka ya mana ọ na nsị nwanne ya nwoke o minuru nnukwute ife ọ dị iche na our leader Maazị Nnamdi Kanu onye a na-ekwu okwu blood ya ka a na-ekwu okwu ife a this idiot nọ na court nwanne ya nwoke obi na-agbakwofu nwanne ya mee Kanu ji mobile phone n'aka na-ese video because this idiot chọrọ ka nwanne ya nwoke nwụọ n'aka DSS ọ gbakwuo na ahụ ọnụ white amadụ m nọ ya with okpu black okpuchiri isi wele black space dachie anya inside the court n'ezie n'anya ife mee Kanu kwuru after ka ejechara the court watch ezebe nọ
that matter. So how come this one is completely strange and different from other cases we've ever seen? Why are you insisting that Binta Enyago must, handle this case? The only thing I can set aside the order of the court is the appeal court. Do you understand? So of course, Maazị Nnamdi Kanu, he's well versatile with the law. He took it up from there and was teaching them what the law says. He doesn't apply that. He handed the law both to the judge and to the prosecution team.
Yeah.
So at the point of course, he had to raise his voice, making sure that whatever he says, gets to them. That was all that happened in the court. It wasn't a drama per se, but he said, look, you have recused yourself, and you stand to be recused. So what interest do you have over this case? This is the question everybody's asking. What is your interest over this case? The whole thing has gone to rubbish the entire judicial system of Nigeria. It has become something of mockery today. So the argument is simple. As long as
this is a man, lele manye na lego. This is a man, jiwanye nwoke eme business. This is a man, pen obi mgbawa nwanne na-enye joy. This is a man now soro mmụọ kwawa. Oh, this man ọnụ ya na-agba ka ụkpaka sound and very fast. Ọ na-agba like this thunder. I don't want to know when oge ahụ iti gbaribo onu o si asụ eye esiri m ike ịghọta ihe o kwuru maka fast ya I never see this kind of fast na ndụ m. A clever man, very clever. This is a man lele nwanne nwoke nara ego nazi eje na court na-achị ọchị. Every court nwanne nwoke eje na be court mee ka nọ that place na-achị ọchị na-esu imi mee ka nọ ado after ịma afụfụ nwanne nwoke na-ata since. Yeah, Commander Ross on this place as on Commander laws. These laws I have know who you are and Emma before on our pota as now na Commander Ross we go butuza na butuza or Commander Ross and they tag here butuza no laws will butuza no laws. These people this is a man I follow me because I want to film my block here. Check and join you. I don't want to see him in my program. If you know Chichi and want to make her, enjoy these laws. Adoka ndo mna ewepugie afozimie. I didn't see him. And for me, all the care up with other come I had me, my wanda. Ikechukwu, you see, you know nothing. And I know Abamanya Mili Ebi Nwele Uche. No if I walage. And I can remember last time in Olebo Kurepusi, they have come back. Amalon Ninoria. About last week. Kind of voice. Everybody say, we have come back. Everybody's happy that they have come back. For you to write this nonsense, and I'm very sorry for you. And it don't was a poor here. I don't do something within the ocho. They want a brain. They want a common sense. Then I think one way. I don't think one way. And I may change Charles, change the gain and the lose. Own again, the Akalia, a gem. Own a lose, Namma lose. Kalia, a mammy if I may make a favor that lose. If I knew who young window, a man even understand. Manama Afago is the Afago again in the self. Come Malaka and you go down for Gimono no. Ikechukwu melu. Ogo Afago goes in new ways of Onibo. So he then was a poor here. Dojo. Then want a conscience. Conscience I don't want to know be. Or because no method tabenge. But so you method you can never open your mouth and talk rubbish. You can't. But don't worry. Time is coming. Ufitim you futuanya. When would you go when outside the country? But remember, no place like a home. You can never finish your life in another person's. The way you keep finishing, ndogo ego n'obodo onye ọzọ. Maka na ọnụkwute ife ifele ka ọ wụdele ndoge. Na ịnala n'iyi n'obodo onye ọzọ. Ya ụwa asaa gị ụwa asatọ gị. So Munnem, I get this man and
You remain accused. There is no way you can come back to that same case. So we saw it as a grand conspiracy through the chief judge.
Yes, depending on your time zone and location. All hail Biafra. Biafrans all over the world, I salute you all. Finally, the reason why these people did not push Binta Yako, go away, try Yamazan Namdekano's case. Even after Mazan Namdekano's here, recuse yourself, remove yourself from this case. Now, you take care of this case. Finally, not now. If I'm asking them to come reveal in a court, don't a secret torture reveal in that that time happen with that light. When finally this interview Emery, the younger brother to Mazin Nam the Kano, no tutua from ABN TV interview this guy. All about the whole thing now. When the bureau check you so he said, Lord, and watch this video from beginning to the end. Can you the secrets?
Voici comment créer de meilleurs process de travail avec monday.com. Notre équipe bénéficie d'un espace de travail central.
If any underground, also I'm with Terun this my platform. So when the opening on after this video, set to down rap you 4 million if you watch this video. Can you look at this matter here and plan and the one of the plan and the Aji Kabinta Yako. Biatra Yamazan Namdekano, then finally I am not again at jail. Then I was this is their plan. When I watch this video, you know the interview came here from the horse's mouth and many other things they cannot reveal in this video because Chrisia Kabaro may better this video share to platform, to group, to anybody man only deal with this update. Share the video, drop a opinion in the comment section and HF for Abiko, Metoma can share button after watching the video. What's the rest of the video, guys? I'll be right back.
Welcome to another episode of Political Perspective. My name is Ifani Okale. With me today is the younger brother to the leader of IPOB, Mazi Nandekalo. You're welcome. We would like you to tell us more about yourself.
Well, you've said it all. My name is Prince Emmanuel Kano, Mazi Nandekalo, leader of indigenous people of Biafra.
People have been wondering about what happened to your family for some years back now, about how the military and others invaded your house. A few days ago, your family also remembered what happened at Perth. I would like you to tell us actually how you feel and how your family feel about the invasion a few years ago.
Well, the invasion has remained a very sad memory from 2017 up until death. But if you can recall, 30th of August 2017, there was a meeting between Mazi Nandekalo, leader of indigenous people of Biafra, with the Southeast governors that took place in any state. Soon after he made his demands, he was assured that his demands would be taken to the president up in Abuja. But funny enough, 2 weeks after which, the house was invaded, codenamed Operation Python Dance, that took over 28 lives and subsequently led to the death of my parents. Even where we are, I lost about 5 persons here as well. So, ever since then, things have not been the same. Operation Python Dance affected the entire community. I remember vividly well the little girl that lives opposite my parents' house. Each time she sees police or siren blasting, we see the girl screaming, "Oh, mommy, they're coming again to kill us." So these are the memories we have. Of course, my parents died as a result of Operation Python Dance. And personally myself, I was also affected. You know, I'm still in that trauma up until tomorrow. I know it's going to take the grace of God for it to leave me, so to speak. But Operation Python Dance is something we'll never forget. It was planned by the security agent of Nigeria. What was more sad was that a lot of our people knew that Operation Python Dance was going to take place in this place. We weren't informed, including the governor there and the Zibas. They knew. Their whole target was to get Nnamdi Kanu to kill.
How do you know?
Of course, it's in public domain. It's everywhere. It's in public domain. There was a wider conspiracy to destroy my family. Every single person in that family. The instruction was let them go down. But of course, the thought of man is not the thought of God. As God would have it, we were able to escape it. But we're not in a hurry to forget that.
So on 14th February was the Remembrance Day of your late parents. You have a lot of people that came to visit while your elder brother is still on detention. So how can you put those things together?
Well, 14th of every year has become a ritual for the indigenous people of Biafra, but particularly for my own family. Because that was the very day we lowered our parents. And ever since then, every 14th of every year, February, we honor them. It's painful that my brother is not here. But then what can we do? I'm here, to make sure that the family is fully represented. It wasn't easy, going back to their grave side, to pour libations, trying to remember what I would say should have been in the past. It was a very difficult one. As you may know, people came from all over Biafra land to honor that very occasion. And it's a ritual that we must keep doing until the end of time. They lost their lives for what they believe in. I keep saying it time and again. Their death wasn't natural. If not for the trauma, my parents would have stayed their life today. But then they're gone. But we'll keep honoring them.
Yes, let's go back to your elder brother and also his detention for some years right now. People have been agitating in different ways about his release.
Si vous allez souvent à l'hôpital pour des examens et changez vos lunettes, ce qui vous coûte beaucoup d'argent. Jetez un œil à ces...
Last week, we came to the Federal High Court, Abuja, and a lot of drama happened that day. While most people are saying that he was teaching most people how the law is, some other people said he was making a hell of noise during that day. Because we saw you, that they would like you to tell us what all the drama is all about.
Well, the man call it a drama, so to speak. Of course, you and I know that he has his critics out there. So no matter what he does, they will always talk ill of him. But let me set this narrative right. Binta Inyako recused herself from my brother's case. And soon after that thing took place, we were able to get the CTC certified true copy of that judgment, okay, against the woman. Now, we were surprised. We were asked to come to the court. All of a sudden, on the 10th, we had a meeting. We said, why won't we go to the court? Perhaps there's a change of plan. Upon arriving in court, lo and behold, Binta Inyako was in court. We were like, what's going on? You've recused yourself. What do you have to do with this case? Is there any interest? So we're trying to put one on one together. So after a long while, she, of course, introduced the case. A woman with the prosecutor took over and blah, blah, blah. Hello, Ejimako, the lead counsel of my brother, stood and said, my lord, why are we in this court? What exactly are we doing here? Of course, you've recused yourself, so why? What are you doing? The woman said, no. What happened was that the case file was returned to chief judge, and through a moment it was reassigned to her. It's not going anywhere. The only thing I can set aside, the order of the court, is the appeal court. Do you understand? So, of course, Mazen Nandekan, he's well versatile with the law. He took it up from there and was teaching them what the law says. It's as simple as that. He narrated the law both to the judge and to the prosecution team. So at the point, of course, he had to raise his voice, making sure that whatever he says, gets to them. That was all that happened in the court. It wasn't a drama per se, but said, look, you have recused yourself and you stand to be recused. So what interest do you have over this case? This is what everyone is asking. What is your interest over this case? The whole thing has gone to rubbish the entire judicial system of Nigeria. It has become
This man called Meme na Anwala Nne. Okara Anwala Nne up today. Okara Anwala Nne up today. Enweli fele. This man, all the governors, all the senators, all mandu kwa mandenta, which no one at this Meme with respect our business omere n'isi nwanne nwoke ihe a na-akọ ele na-akọzi ya and he order after every time oje na court he take picture and the humiliation adodia kife because all malago yaro the drama I was here new thing. Is a very now nukuti ifi fele call they live this family. It's now loyal family. Well, Meme kana de kwoku. Nkana akpo kana ntakano. You not even one day if you're in a court. Because nothing concerns them. They have done their business. And everything is over. So go Meme kanu jiwanne nwoke una oye na-eje. So even Meme kanu ma we na-eje court every day. Our leader Mazi nwanne nwoke senior brother ya their court 20 times. Meme ya no na court 20 times with the mobile phone n'aka. With the mobile phone n'aka every time you no na mobile phone. Even Meme kanu ya no na court if eme nwanne nwoke oyede amamu ife melie and all that place. Oh, well, something put out one time, which na may because I did I'm sure here Colombo between Meme Canon and one day okay with the Ijenian and the other governor Mom dear Nigeria about our leader Mazen Nanakan. It made them understand the Coca-Cola that place. So more I have an email because I know nothing. He demonstrate something. How can I get a brother like this? Because now I can learn a talkable. Nan agent. About a demonstrate.
something of mockery today. So the argument is simple. As long as you remain accused. There is no way you can come back to that same case. So we saw it as a grand conspiracy through the chief judge, which is John Soho. Let me remind you something. 2016, in Federal High Court Abuja, when Soho was heading my brother's case, so to speak, my brother accused him of bias. He recused himself. He made no attempt to come back to that matter. So how come this one is completely different and different from other cases we've ever seen? Why are you insisting that Binta Enyago must, handle this case? What is the interest? Make no mistake, from the findings we've made, he was in Lagos when my brother was renditioned from Kenya to Nigeria. It was Malami Dembe at the of the Federation that asked him to come over to Abuja to take care of this case. Do you understand? Then automatically the case was assigned to Binta Enyago. So you can see, coming from Malami to John Soho and now to Binta Enyago, you can see that conspiracy to know these people. So the whole idea is to have Martin Nnamdi Kanu put to jail. Then after we can now ask for presidential pardon. But it's impossible. He has committed no crime up until today. We even went as far as asking for going for prima facie. They were able to produce evidence before the court. All they wanted was to bring all the security agents, come and testify, whatever you say stands. But with the Martin Nnamdi Kanu, it's not going to work. Things must be done and must be seen to be done right. That is where we are today.
We're still discussing about the leader of IPOB.
Maintenant, je comprends pourquoi les gens ne vont plus dans les stations de lavage.
C'est pas possible.
C'est grâce à ce nettoyeur haute pression sans fil.
Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, his detention in DSS. So with me today is still the younger brother, Mr. Prince Carlo, with me. Sir, we also have some other questions to ask you. Last time in a media chat with the governor of Abia State, there's a question that was thrown to him about how far has he gone to make sure Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is out from detention. His answer is he is doing a background work to make sure he will be back. So let me go back to you and what's the relationship with the family and the governor of Abia State? How far has he tried to make sure that your brother is out? Secondly is the Southeast governors, what have they done to make sure or to hear from your brother or to make sure that your brother is out from detention?
Well, it's a very good question to ask. From what I know, from 2017 up until today, I'm not sure they have done enough. Or should I say they have done absolutely nothing to secure the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The big question is this. Since 2021 up until today, the Southeast Governors Forum as a body is yet to meet with Mr. President. Why is it taking longer than necessary? The case of Igboho was something completely different. You saw the Yoruba elite, all the politicians, all of them went to Benin Republic to make sure they secure the release of Sunday Igboho. How come in the case of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the governors are completely silent?
You see, every time I need an example of Sunday Igboho, every time I need an example of Sunday Igboho, Kanu nta Kanu, nanya ka ngwa gị, ndị be anyị sị na ọ kpatara nkụrụ ahụ si ngwere bịara ya mgbalụ. Because ọnwụ na ịdị ka family Igboho, mee omume ka family Igboho, everything may be alright. But instead, only ịgba mgba ka Sunday family Igboho, mee ife ka family Igboho, ibe dugodo unu mkpa money. That money, that is the end. And hence that money everything is okay. You see why ya compare with Sunday Igboho. Onwe ibe like a united family. Onwe ibe like a family with intelligent. Onwe ibe like a family one name nke ahụ nkem. Family ona nwere akpili ego long truth ogologo akpila and anya ofu na ebe nwanne fano o jogburu onwe owuru dị na-eli that na unu unite unu hapụ ego welegodo ofu obi onwe ya so kọwa me ahụ no nwere penny unu natara n'aka ndị Fulani o ya ekwu unu omume unu ya ekwugodo no before ndị ọzọ na around you people enyere unu aka si no. You know, you not see yes. Na collect money. ndị ọzọ abịa si no. Ọ dịghị possible. Ọ dịghị possible. So I use it in a Sunday, my brother. I use it in a Sunday, because everybody are watching, everybody now for everything. I'm very surprised. Kind of and
like I've said, they are complicit in what is happening. Either they are beneficiaries of insecurity, because if they want peace in Alibo, by now they would have done something. I repeat, why have they not been to see Mr. President up until today? What are they afraid of? I've listened to some of the things they are saying, because some of them said they're elected leaders, so to speak. Now the candidates are elected. So when it comes out, what's going to happen? They are more concerned with the supposed release more than anything. They're not even worried about Alibo to be secured. But like I've said, Nnamdi Kanu meant well for everybody. He's not part of the problem, he's part of the solution. I keep saying this over and over again. So why have they not, up until now, met with Mr. President? A few months ago, I saw them on the media saying, oh, very soon we're going to secure Nnamdi Kanu's release. We're going to meet with Mr. President. What is keeping them up until this point?
Don't you think they're doing that in the background?
No, nothing has been done. Let them go and see Mr. President and demand for the release of Nnamdi Kanu. You see what will happen. President is not a fool. If Nnamdi Kanu is your son, come and see me so we can sit down and find a way out. I've said this before. Bullets and guns will not solve the problem. The only thing that will solve this problem is having meaningful conversation, a round table. On a round table. A meaningful conversation on a round table, eyeball to eyeball. That's the only thing that will bring peace. Not the court, not guns and bullets, not all the bickerings here and there. No. The only thing that will solve this problem is to sit down on a round table and then begin to look at the issues that are germane Mazi Nnamdi Kanu raised. Until that is done, I don't see us going anywhere.
What are the issues?
They are simple. He said they should revive all the moribund industries.
You've probably never seen these lifelong presbyopic glasses that can be worn no matter what your prescription is. They can...
He talked about good health system. He talked about dredging the River Niger. He talked about allowing Enugu to function as a full international airport. He talked about Akwa Seaport and the airport. He talked about the Iguacha, which is present day Port Harcourt, seaport and that of international airport. He talked about Samambako Airport, to be allowed to function as a full private international airport. These are his demands. There was no defamation in it. Now, let me put this to you. The only functional seaport today, so to speak, is in Lagos. Now, I'm an Igbo man. I'm in the southeast of Nigeria. Now, perhaps I have the goods to clear in Lagos. I have to pay transport from here to go to Lagos to go and clear the goods. On my way coming, I have to settle all the security agents on the road until I get to Alibo. What would that cost? Causing inflation. Whereas from here to Port Harcourt will take me like less than an hour to go and bring my goods. Whereas from Lagos takes almost 12 hours. Taking all the risks while coming back. So they know this is economic stagnation. They know what they're doing. They know exactly what they're doing to suppress Ndibo as it is. Now, even while we were talking about seaport, to allow them to function to this capacity. What did they do? They went to the north and put that seaport in the north. Have you forgotten that happened in Nigeria? Is it not help to anybody? The answer is no. So they know the right thing to do. Nnamdi Kanu is not asking for much. He's not asking for much. He wants the good of our people. It's as simple as that.
Okay, down to Southeast. Insecurity in Southeast. Most people have been saying the detention of your elder brother, releasing him will make Southeast to be secured. For people to know who has been committing offense. On the media, most of the parades from the army and the police shows that most of those crimes were IPOBs and ESN. So what's your take on that? Are they your members?
Well, the bigger truth is this. The government of the day is doing whatever they can possible to criminalize IPOB movement. You and I know that ESN was designed to man our boundaries and our forest against the invading terrorist. You hardly see ESN on the road. So IPOB per se has become a huge merchandise for a lot of people. So you can go anywhere as a criminal, create your own camp, start kidnapping people. And before you know it, they say it's IPOB. So whatever happens in Alibo is IPOB. Even if you slap your wife now, you are an IPOB member. So that's the way it is. That is the narrative in Alibo. But we know the truth. Now, the only way, the fastest means in which you can stop all this evil going around Alibo is to have Mazi Nnamdi Kanu released. They will be able to identify those criminals where they are. Because as long as he's in detention, make no mistake, people keep stealing, they will keep maiming and killing. And organ harvesting as well. You know what? People come from all over Nigeria, even outside Nigeria, down to southeast, to kill and to do organ harvesting. But at the end of the day, they tag IPOB. Now look at the businessman in Anambra State that was caught by the so-called security agent. They told him that if he refuses to settle them, that they will tag him an IPOB member. So this is how bad it is in Alibo. So they are doing whatever they can to suppress IPOB. But it's impossible. It is extremely impossible because we understand the vision of IPOB. Of course, we're not criminals and we cannot be. Like Mazen Nambekano has always said, he said, I don't give life, I cannot take life. It's as simple as that. So, if they are not benefiting from insecurity, I repeat, by the power that be, particularly the Southeast governors, if they are not benefiting from insecurity, believe you me, they would have done something differently. Abacha once said, I'm sorry to quote this, that if insecurity lasts more than 24 hours, the government is involved in it. So, somebody somewhere is fighting hard to make sure they will rubbish the name of IPOB. That's what they're doing. They see IPOB as their biggest threat. You know, Chidora is the end. So it doesn't matter your level of effort to rubbish IPOB will not work. So what is happening today in Alibo, as long as you're a man, as long as you remain a criminal, a kidnapper, all you need to do is to go somewhere in the bush, open your own camp with Biafran flag, and then you become an IPOB member. So whatever happens is IPOB. Even the security agents themselves, they are busy creating fake camps, back in the IPOB camps, just to make sure they keep IPOB down. That is exactly what is happening.
All right. Recently, the Deputy Speaker of the House of Rep, Right Honorable Benjamin Carlo, during the making of this new creation of Southeast Development Commission, after their meeting, he made a pronouncement and also begged the President of Nigeria for him to please release Mazen Nnamdi Kanu so that there will be peace in the Southeast. What's your reaction on that?
C'est le dernier dispositif de mesure de la glycémie, de la tension artérielle et de l'oxygène développé par l'hôpital.
Should I say that different people with different approach, so to speak? In as much as we all have one direction, the way you present this case is what matters so much. He's the Speaker of the House. He's part of the government. He's doing what he's supposed to do. And of course, I commend him for that. I also commend other people who are working genuinely hard to make sure Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is freed. But more importantly, the more we keep begging Mr. President, it looks as if Mazen Nnamdi Kanu has committed crime. You understand? But like I've said, we're all different people. How we choose our words is entirely up to us. But then I would prefer them making a very firm demand. Firm demand. They need to come together as a people, as a body, as a political elite, so to speak. Come together and make a strong case for Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. If you look at what is happening, you see individuals are calling for the release of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. That is where I have problem. Why don't they come together as a people from the Southeast, and demand for the release of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu? I think that would go along. But like I've said, I have my respect.
Why can't you organize? Kedu ife kpatara iji nje eme ha ikpokọrọta ndị mmadụ? Ọkwụ nwanne gị nwoke ka ọ mene yenu Kanu nta Kanu ọ wụrụ nwanne gị nwoke dị ife a. Kanu nkata Kanu inwere access ifu gọvanọ, inwere access ifu senator ọwụna nọ n'ala Igbo. Why iji nje eme to help your brother? Why? Because he knows something. But let me tell you something, Mr. Man. Kangwaga onye imaro. Ana mayo Chineke ka aka ya chi ukwu na-adị n'aka n'isi awalida Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. Mana ọnwụ na ibozu kata ife anyị na-epozu ghali. ntutu nwanne gị nwoke ofu ewe dapụ n'enu ya mgbe aka ya afọ na ụwa dị ịtọ n'ime DSS ahụ. Nwanne m nwoke ife imere onwe gị nwere onye ya emere gị enu. Kanụ nta ka na ọnwụ na itipụta onwe ya etipụtara gị. Kanụ nta ka na ọnwụ na iburu ụzọ onwere onye ya ebutere gị ụzọ. Kanụ nta ka na ihe eburugodo ụzọ iwepụzie ndị ya eso gị n'azụ. Onye ndị ka ị na-eche ka bịazala gị unu gị. Kanụ nta kanụ ihe ekwukwere na ihe azụ unu ewesị gị na ebe azịza dị ọ ewesị gị nke azịza. Kanụ nta kanụ cleverness ya ka egbochitenwu ihe. Ị chọrọ ka ndị mmadụ mee dinidifo kwanye na gị nwa na onwe gị na ụmụnne gị na ya famili emebeghị dinidifo. Onwebeghị nke unu mere. Nothing. Onwebeghị nke unu mere. Achachachacha. It's like unu na-ebe o nwere ibe unu na-erite na ya. Unu ji enwe ike hapụ nwanne gị nwoke 4 years now. Aka ndị DSS. Iwefu your brother obi we gbadie na court. Ihe gosigodi ese nna m ya dowa na nwanne gị nwoke na ya. Ịtọ na mobile phone na apị. Ekike ukwu na ekike ndị guy. Na ama aka. Ekike ukwu na ekike ndị guy. Witu ugboga anya dachi anya. Afube m ndị dị otu a. Afube m ụdị family dị otu a. Ụmụnna unu enweghị isi. Ndị mbala unu enwere isi. Onwere anything nwere isi si na that family. At least ụmụnna unu ebighịzi dị na njem. At least ị gara godo ụmụnna gị. Gada ikwu gị gada ibe gị. Unu ebido godo n'ụmụnna. Wee pụwazie n'ilo. Ọnwụ na ụmụnna unu eme unu emete. Unu ebido na village. Kanụ nta ka na ị nwere agba. Enye eji wee kompende nwere ọkọ ha. Ịma ụzọ ebe ihe akụ aka n'ụzọ and ịmụ ife ihe eme. Mana ihe emenwe because irie n'aka azụ. Irie n'aka azụ n'isi nwanne gị nwoke. Na akọmandizi gị. Na-awozi gị ka onugbu na-ebizi gị ka ọkazi. And I'm very sorry.
He's doing a whole lot of job. And I commend him for that. And for other people as well. I commend him.
So what do you have to say about, like you've mentioned it here that most people, some armed robbers and other people who use that name, IPOB or ESN, to commit crime. What's the message to them?
It is no longer business as usual. Because Mazen Namdekan has adopted a new approach on how to deal with all these people. He has made it clear repeatedly. If you are in the bush, killing, maiming, or perhaps involved in organ harvesting, you had better stop now, because tomorrow might be too late for you. He has set mechanisms in place that will checkmate all these people. As I speak to you now, it's ongoing. And it's not relenting. He's not happy. He said, I have come that my people might have a better life and not to destroy them. So, most of them caught today, some of them come from Benue State, some from the north and all of that. Not particularly from Alibo. You know, what they are doing is that let us do whatever we can to rubbish Alibo, to make sure this place is ungovernable. That's what a lot of people are doing in Alibo today. I remember the few of them that were caught the other day. They couldn't speak Igbo language. They are complete strangers.
IPOB members?
They're not IPOB members, they have a signal and all of it. So when you see them, you will assume they're IPOB members. By the time you engage them, you discover, oh, God, who are they? So a lot is happening. And the only person that can stop this evil is Mazen Namdekan. I assure you, if he gets released today, within 24 hours, everyone will be silent. It will no longer be business as usual for the criminals. And they won't have any hiding place either.
Well, thank you very much for being with us today.
Ce monsieur a révolutionné l'apprentissage de la musique il y a plus de 100 ans. Et pourtant, son approche a été...
He talked about you know.
Ụmụnne m ọkwụ na afụgo ịma na ihe niile a na-eme otu a ka ọ na-adị. Mmadụ ọnwụ na bitọrọ aka nwe onye mmadụ bitọrọ aka, and ọ na-adị njọ na mmadụ bite aka, special onye ahụ ife ruru na ya kwa ya onwe ihe mere gị na onye ahụ na ị nwere onye dị otu a. This man enwere okwu aka ya, onwere okwu aka ya atọ. Ozi ma eme nwanne nwoke asị m nke anụ nta ka anụ, onye nke ahụ nweziri onye mmadụ uwe onye nke a nwere onye ma ije na ụnụ ya nwere onye nke a wee elia mama elia fada. Just imagine. Gwara na nnụnụ o nwere nwanne nwaanyị a nwanne nwoke a wụ a DSS member. Ozi kedu afọ ya anọ master prophet nwunye ka a na-ekwu okwu ya. Ozi nke si na awụ Uchechi ka a na-ekwu okwu ya. In fact, our leader Maazị Nnamdi Kanu nwere serious problem. O nwere problem. O nwere ndị ohe opuru na fa. O hopu na ụmụnne ya. O hopu na ndị DOS. O hopu na ndị IPOB members ndị otu ya. O hopu na anyone. And exactly the same thing our ọbata obi. Because I am a quick at the tin be a woman arrow. Or the same. Nobody hope for anybody. Why na mbano ya ine helu ye. I na kwa kachi, I nefe kachi, woluzie no mume, onwo onyafuno. Onwo onyafuno. Even our leader Maazị Nnamdi Kanu, owo na akpacha anya, onwo ozi onye ya no anything gbasara our leader, or die ya off. Ekene anya ọbata obi. Oka nwere onye na-ekwu okwu ye. Nobody, onwezi onye na-ekwu okwu aba ọbata obi. Nwede onye ma na ọnọ ndụ ka ọ nwụrụ anwụ, nobody knows. Mana mgbe ọ nọ ya, anyị niile na-ehele ya. Anyị niile na-akpọ ya. My PM, my PM, my PM, we love you, we love you, my PM. When ekene anya my PM now. O mere 3 months. O mere 3 months. Either today or tomorrow ko ya 3 good months. Efo kito ọ na-agbati. Ọ na-agbati onye mere awarida. O ya join na itato, o ya join na echo, o ya join na itato, o ya join na 4 years. The same thing ebe awarida Maazị na ebe ọbata obi no. O ya join na, o ya join na, o ya join na when ebe no 3 months. Ụmụnne m anyị emechi. O nwere onye nwere ikwu something n'ihe merenụ. Because ihe nji bịa akọrọ na m ejewalụ. Ihe nji bịa Soludo na ndị native doctor. Ihe nji bịa. Mana akọchikọ na m ya jewalụ. Then ọkwa na onwe onye ya akpọ na phone. Anyị anakpola ọdụ ụtụtụ echi. Ụtụtụ echi m agba mbọ bịa. So ụmụnne m anyị anakpu ndị eli adana ka adanyela ahụ ụla zikwe n'ike. Ọ na-echezokwa na DPM na-abịa live echi niile by 7 o'clock. Question and answer. Echi niile ka ọ ya akpọtụ. Onye ọ na nwere ajụjụ o ya ajụ awa DPM. Ọzọ ya na Biafran, mama mi vela kako. I don't
Hello,
understand. Hello now.
Daddy Ayima.
There was one bedama.
Good evening, ma.
There,
Dalo,
na.
Dalo. Oku broadcast Madam Kucha this broadcast this evening. Metrum now. So, the metrum now. Makana oge our leader me. No apata na go holy, another savior. Apata na aba. Na-abasị ya declare ya na ha dị ready na emere nke a na emekwa nke enu. Ihe niile ahụ dị ready ọkwa omego na onye ọbụla na-akpụchicha nọrụsiere na fence ya dịzie ka ihe Jizọs Kraịst na ụmụazụ ya jere oge aka kpara amadụ onye ọbụla jee nyarụwa ọkụ fụra ndị otu ndị IPOB onye ọbụla na-anyara ọkụ anyị ka ekelekwa Chineke otu ọbụla o si na-adị maka na nyanwụ ọgụ adịbeghị ova ihe mma na ụlọ ọdịbeghị ova and ihe ọzọkwa mma wụ na he who laugh last laugh best. Achọrọ m iji ohere a na platfọm a chetara ụmụ Igbo chetara Naijiria gọọmenti ha mara gati na ihe niile a na-eme n'ọkwa ogu na ọfọ ka anyị na-ejidere ha and na our leader Maazị Nnamdi Kanu ekwuola na Biafra ga-abịarịrị na aka Biafra agaghị abịa na onweghị ihe ga-adị ndụ n'azụ. And our leader Maazị Nnamdi Kanu sịrị ha na-ewekwa anya ha jitekwara ịna Somalia maka na Somalia ga-aka Naijiria mma. So okwu ahụ niile ga-abịacha na mmezu. No matter ihe ọbụla ha firo na ha nwere ike firo na ha nọ ntọ Jehova makwa ka esi atụgharị gemu ya chenjie onye na-amụ amụ ebewazie akwa. So mmaghị ekwukarị onu a mụ ha like ikwu okwu too much mana ndị ahụ na-enwe aṅụrị ha ka enwe na aṅụrị ha too much maka na ọ dịbeghị over. It is not yet over until it is over. And na nke ọgba anyị agaghị lose.
We can never lose. I don't possible. I don't want to buy now.
Ada ka m drop o jisi ike.
Ndonna m.
Jisi ike. Onye nwe anyị gbaa gị ume.
Ise.
Achọkwara m iji opportunity a na-ekene our mama. Our general mama.
Our DPM.
In the person of our DPM. Onye nwe anyị ga-agba ya ume.
Ise.
Ama m na ebe ahụ nọ ọ dịghị izi.
Adịghị izi.
Onye nọ n'ọsọ ya bụrụ ọ bụrụ nke nwa gịnị ka ị ga-eme. So Chineke ga-agba ya ume. Nye ya agụgụ isi. Mee ya okwu ọ ga-ekwu agaghị akọ ya. Ajụjụ ọ ga-asakwanụ agaghị akọ ya. Kama ọ ga-ada akọ ndị iro anyị. Ọnụ okwu ga-ada akọ ndị iro anyị. Thank you, man.
Bon, ụmụ ndị gboo masị nụ kachifo adanakpụ ụla ụnụ nwa n'onwe ụnụ nakpụkọ ehihie abalị ọma ụnụ niile ụla doledo ka m na-enye ụnụ wee sị na-asị ka Chukwu oke abịa ma gọziele m ụnụ chekwala m ụnụ ụzọ ife na-agba ka nna ya oge ọwụna n'isi ụnụ na ezinụlọ ụnụ ogologo ndụ na-arụ isi ike sọnsọ ozi ya na-agba ọkani andị Chineke enyewe ya ogologo ndụ na-arụ isi ike ọ gwụsara m ụnụ ezinụlọ ụnụ na ezinụlọ m ise 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 ka chi fe na ụmụ ndị gboo